Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Geek. We have reached the end of this little road to the title picture we got going on here. Number one contenders match time. We got Brittani, we got Eli squaring off for the right to face one Joe Farrelly in the singles title match a little bit later in the year. With me on the desk today, of course, once again, Alex. How you doing?
Doing good. Sad to say I'm a little bit jealous, but I'm excited to have a front row seat and first eyes at what is going to be hopefully an incredible
Eli
match.
beat you. I forgot about that.
Eli's beaten me a few times now. And Brittani, of course, is lighting the world on fire across everything, apparently. So it's going to be an interesting match, and we'll see who comes out on top.
Awesome. Well, I think you've heard enough from us. You'll hear from us a lot during the match, so let's just go right into the promos and see what our contestants have to say. Competitors. I don't even know what I'm saying.
Hi, everyone. I'm not usually the one that decides to go first in the promos, but I decided to go first so I could just simply get it out of the way and say Brittani is an amazing competitor. She was my partner, and we did great things together. She is someone that has been taking this year by storm. And I'm going to try the best I can to try to get the win. That's really all I can do. Like, if everyone's betting on Brittani to win, I wouldn't be against that either. If I were in your shoes, I'd probably bet on that too. But again, I'm going to try my hardest. Brittani, good luck. I'm hoping for a great match. And again, yeah, let's just have a great match. That's all from me.
Oh, I wasn't expecting that. But look, Eli, he's also a great player. And something people aren't saying is I haven't played in a Geek match in like 6 months. Like, I've been playing a lot of fandom, but like, aside from playing with Tyler, I haven't played in a Geek singles match since February. So that could definitely be a factor coming in here. Eli's won 3 in a row. He has momentum swinging his way. He's beat some great rookies in Alex and in Tyler. So I think, if I can hit the ground running and he's in his stride, we got a game, really good game here. But if I struggle, I think we'll be seeing a Winter Soldier Civil War. So yeah, best of luck to you, Eli, and fire shit.
Alex, when you're in a number one contenders match, you would think that there would be like a little bit of fire or a little bit of heat coming from the competitors. Instead, it's like, oh,
hawking that merch.
I hope you do well. Like, come on, guys. This is why we pay your $0 a year salary, so you can be mean on screen. It doesn't take a lot, but anyways, yeah. So I think there's nothing else to do but see who gets to play Joe in the championship. Ready?
Ready.
Awesome. Well, introducing first with a record of 1 win and 1 defeat, we have Brittani Tapley, and her opponent with a record of 3 wins, no defeats. It's Eli McCaig. All right, guys. Round 1 works like this. You get 10 questions from 10 different Geek categories. You get 20 seconds to answer each and every question. If you get it right, you get a point. If you get it wrong, you get nothing. If you do get all 10 questions correct, you will receive a bonus question to you and only you for an extra point. You have 3 repeats and a challenge throughout the duration of the match. Any questions before we hop into round number 1?
No.
Awesome. All right, so your first category is everyone's favorite, in quotes. What DC actor said the quote, "Holy rusted metal, Batman"? Have you ever accidentally scraped yourself against rusted metal?
That would usually it involves going outside, and I don't really need to work on my tan, so gotta pass on this one.
I got scraped with a rusted garbage bin about a month ago, and I still have the scar from it. So
gross.
Yeah. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Eli.
I said Chris O'Donnell. Oh crap! The filter I put on this. Hold on. Go to her first.
Yeah, can you change the filter real quick so we can see the board?
Yeah, I 100% agree. Yeah. Okay. Now that we're back to normal a bit, hold on. Okay. Yeah, Chris O'Donnell.
And Brittani.
I changed it to Burt Ward.
Chris O'Donnell is correct. Batman Forever.
Never endeavor as we get into your second question, which will come from the category of Marvel. Name one of the composers who composed the score for The King's Man.
It's funny because like it's the King's Man, but like there's more than one man, so we don't know which one it is.
It's true.
There's also a woman, so like the King's woman. Come on, guys. I know it's World War One, but
Woke Scully. I'm here for it.
yeah, limited time only. Kind of like the McRib. It comes around like once a year. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Brittany.
Yeah, this isn't it. It's I have Mark Mothersbaugh.
And
Val.
Eli.
I didn't have it. I was gonna write Brian Taylor, but then my marker crapped
Brittany
on
had
me.
the correct initials. It's
Yeah.
Matthew. One of them is Matthew Markison, and the other is Dominic Lewis.
Okay.
Mm.
All right, close.
All right. So no perfect rounds today. As we get into your third question, is in my favorite of Wizarding World. In what Wizarding World film does Hermione cut Harry's hair? It's funny because like Harry, hair, Harry.
Wow.
It's not very hairy.
You should write like a 200-page thing about how you're being bullied as a trivia competitor or whatever.
Be better than Crimes of Grindelwald. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, which I have the book for actually. We're going to go to Eli
I said Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 1.
and Brittany.
I kept it short and just put Deathly Hallows Part 1.
Yeah, we'll accept that.
Yeah,
I couldn't remember if you said which Harry Potter film, so I was like, I better write the whole title.
that's fair.
We will be moving right along to sci-fi killers. In Terminator Dark Fate, how is John Connor killed?
I like when a certain person writes these documents and he writes the FY, FY, because it reminds me of like the Sci-Fi Network on cable.
Oh, I love the Sci-Fi Network.
The Sci-Fi Network where you get like Megalodon versus Crack Anus or whatever the hell.
Give me two-headed shark attack. I love it.
Or Shark Night. Shark Night was my favorite. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Brittany
You shot.
and Eli.
He shot.
Shot is correct. 3, 2. As we get into your next question, in MCU. In Guardians of the Galaxy, right after being kicked out of the broker shop on Xandar, who steals the orb from Star-Lord? Were you ever into like those Orbeez gel things that like they had on the market like 5-10 years ago?
I can honestly say no, but
Awesome.
you seem very
My
fond of
sister
it.
did, and I would find them all over the house. It's like stepping on squishy water.
I like the slappy things. You know what I mean?
2, 1. Bends down. Eli
I wrote Gamora.
and Brittany.
I also put Gamora.
Gamora is correct.
Well done. We're gonna go now to DC. Morgan Freeman has appeared in how many DC movies?
How good is your Morgan Freeman impression?
Terrible, because I actually have like quite a high-pitched voice. Because I'm quite whiny. I just lower it for reading purposes. And to sound hot.
That's your professional voice.
Yeah. I try to sound hot. This is the one compliment I've ever been given.
3, 2, 1. Well, it worked on Spence. Spence down. We'll go to Brittany
I said 4.
and Eli.
I said 5.
4 is correct. So it's Red and the Dark Knight trilogy.
I'm gonna challenge it.
Okay.
Okay.
What
Mainly-
specifically are you challenging?
I'm this could be completely wrong because it could be in mixed bag, but I'll be fine with it because I believe Wanted is technically a DC movie.
Okay. Well, that is an official challenge. We'll get back to you after the results of this challenge. Back from the challenge, we looked at it. Wanted is not in DC, as categorized under ONTL Geek rules, and he does only appear in 4 DC films. So Brittany gets the point. It's a tie game 4-4, and Eli loses his challenge for the remainder of the match. And we will move on to our 7th question, which is in Star Wars. Who is the first person to ignite a lightsaber in The Last Jedi? Are you pro Rian Johnson Star Wars trilogy or anti Rian Johnson Star Wars trilogy?
I am pro Rian Johnson in general. I don't like Looper.
That's fair. I want to see like his creative mindset in like a whole trilogy rather than just like part 2 of a discombobulated 3-part story.
It's really difficult being the second person in the handoff. You know what I mean?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Eli
Ray.
and Brittany.
Oh no, I said Kylo.
Ray is correct. So Eli retake his lead.
As we get into your next question, which will come from the category of Star Trek. In what Star Trek movie does the captain of the Enterprise kill a Romulan with his own gun?
You ever killed one of those pesky Romulans before?
I guess I can't really confirm or deny without the express. You know what I mean? It's just,
Without the Secretary's approval.
yeah, I just can't. I feel like in the future, Baldwin would be mad at me, and I can't have that.
It's fortunate.
I almost did a horrible joke.
1. Pens down. Brittany.
Yeah, this is not my day. I just said Star Trek 2009.
And Eli.
I also said Star Trek 09.
That is correct.
Oh, okay.
Move on to your penultimate question in Middle Earth. Who plays King Theoden in Peter Jackson's Middle Earth films?
That is how close you can come to being canceled. It almost happened right here in the Contenders match. We would have never seen me again.
People have said worse things hosting matches.
That's not true, I guess. Mine own ears have heard. Ooh boy.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Eli.
He was also the captain of the Titanic, Bernard Hill.
And Brittany.
Didn't know that, but yeah, Bernard Hill.
Bernard Hill is correct.
This is the one random fact that I remember about the Titanic.
All right. That will lead us to your last question in round number 1, which will come from the category of the DCEU. In Shazam, where in his body does Shazam deliver the first punch to Dr. Sivana?
Good movie. The sequel may never be released, but it's a good
Is it, though?
It is, and you're just a bitch.
Oh, okay. Well, who am I to argue? I think that fact is not...
You can't argue with that. I mean, you can't argue with that logic.
I won't argue with the fact, but I don't think that fact is relevant.
I mean, it's directly correlated to that. So,
Oh, okay.
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Brittany
I said chest.
and Eli.
I said face.
Incorrect. It's his groin testicular area.
Okay.
Believe me.
Testicular area. Definitely going to write that.
Awesome. Love it. Anyway, we've reached the end of round number 1. Eli's in the lead 7 to Brittany's 6.
Yep.
Awesome. So, hop into round number 2. Round 2 works like this. 3 categories were chosen at random from the randomizer. Those categories today being MCU, DC, and Middle Earth. Each category corresponds to 5 questions worth 2 points apiece. If you want to go multiple choice, they're worth 1 point apiece. There is sin involved. You've been here before. You know how it works, so keep your head on a swivel. Every player has their repeats. Players have all 3 repeats, and Brittani has her challenge. Eli does not. Words are hard, so without further ado, Eli, you are in the lead. Do you want to pick your category first or second?
I'll do everything second.
Everything second. Okay.
Everything second.
Okay. So Brittani, you get to choose. You get to choose between MCU, DC, and Middle Earth.
I'll take MCU.
So you're taking MCU. Eli, what do you want between DC and Middle Earth?
Middle Earth.
Okay. And okay. All right. So Alex, why don't you go ahead and give Brittani her questions in MCU?
Of course. Brittani, 5 questions in the MCU, if you're ready.
Yeah.
All right, your first question. In Spider-Man No Way Home, in what villain's cage does Spider-Man lock Doctor Strange in after taking the box?
Sandman's.
That is correct for 2 points.
And the lead.
And the lead. Your second question. In Thor Ragnarok, when Bruce identifies himself in the Quinjet, what does the ship's AI call him?
Strongest Avenger.
For 2 points. Third question. Florian Montanu plays which MCU villain?
Razor Fist.
Another 2 points. Fourth question. At the end of Captain Marvel, after going back to S.H.I.E.L.D., what difficult choice does Coulson say Fury has to make?
So like pick an eye out of all the eyes.
Yeah.
We can accept that.
We'll
It's
accept
an
that.
assortment of eyes.
Yeah.
We'll take that for 2.
We'll accept that.
And your fifth and final question. In The Avengers, who knocks Loki off his ship so he lands on Stark Tower during the Battle of New York?
I'll take multiple for that, please.
All right, multiple choice. Is it A, Hulk, B, Iron Man, C, Black Widow, or D, Hawkeye?
So go with Hawkeye, sorry.
That is correct for 1 point.
Cool. I went to multiple.
Clean sweep, getting herself up to 15. Eli still at 7. So Eli, you ready for your questions in Middle Earth?
Yep.
Okay. First question. Michael Graham Cox voiced what member of the Fellowship in 1978's Lord of the Rings?
Multiple choice, please.
Your options are A. Sam, B. Gimli, C. Pippin, or D. Boromir.
No, that's not the answer, Carr.
Oh, thank you.
I'm gonna say Gimli.
That is incorrect. Chance for a 1 point steal. Your options are A. Sam, B. Gimli, C. Pippin, or D. Boromir.
Boromir.
That is correct for 1 point. All right, your second question. In The Two Towers, where on his body does Theoden get injured during the Battle of Helm's Deep?
Multiple choice, just in case.
Is it A. Shoulder, B. Chest, C. Leg, or D. Neck?
Leg?
It's incorrect. Chance for a 1 point steal for Brittani. Your options are A. Shoulder, B. Chest, C. Leg, or D. Neck.
I was gonna say leg too. Go with shoulder.
That is correct for another point.
Okay.
All right, the third question. In The Hobbit: An Unexpected Journey, what kind of objects do Gandalf set on fire to have him and the dwarves throw at the orcs while hiding in the tree?
The only thing I can think of to call it pine cone.
That's correct for 2 points. Your fourth question. Which Middle-earth film does King Theoden die?
Lord of the Rings: Return of the King.
That is correct for 2 points.
We talked
And
about
your
that in my
final
last
question.
match.
In the Battle of the Five Armies, how does Keely die? We'll take a general answer.
Okay. Just trying to remember which one Keely is. I believe he was stabbed.
That is correct for a big 2 points. So at the end of round number 2, I have Brittany in the lead with 17, Eli trailing with 13.
Yep, that's what I have.
All right. Moving on into round number 3. Round 3 works like this. The first 2 categories, MCU and Middle Earth, were chosen, leaving DC for round 3. So the player in the lead will choose if they want set 1 or set 2. And they'll have a 2, a 3, and a 5, and we play until somebody is mathematically eliminated. Any questions before we hop into round number 3? And you guys have all 3 repeats, and Brittany still has her challenge.
Nope.
All right. So, Brittany, you have the lead. Do you want set 1 or set 2?
I'll do set 2.
Set 2. Okay, Alex, why don't you go ahead and give Eli his questions in set 1?
Yep. Set 1 in DC. Eli, for 2 points. Your question. Who plays John Constantine in Constantine?
Keanu Reeves.
That is correct for 2 points.
No points for the voice though.
Ah, dang it.
All right. You can take the lead by hitting your 3-point question. What DC movie features a main character having sex with the daughter of a man he previously killed in the same movie?
Five, 4, 3,
Repeat.
2.
First repeat. Once again for 3 points. What DC movie features a main character having sex with the daughter of a man he previously killed in the same movie?
Five, 4, 3,
Road to
2,
Perdition.
1.
That is
Incorrect.
incorrect.
It is The Losers.
Ah, that was even.
All right, so here's our situation. Eli must hit his 5 to stay in the game. If he does, if he hits it, we go back to Brittany for her questions. If he misses, Brittany Tapley will advance to the ONTL Geek singles title match.
All right. For 5 points, 2 repeats on the board. In Superman, the movie, after getting mugged, Lois gets surprised that Clark still uses what word?
Five, 4, 3, 2,
Repeat.
1.
All right, second repeat. In Superman the movie, after getting mugged, Lois gets surprised that Clark still uses what word?
Down to 2 words.
5, 4, 3, 2,
Repeat.
1.
Last one. In Superman the movie, after getting mugged, Lois gets surprised that Clark still uses what word?
Sound of 2 words is probably not this. Shucks.
And your winner, advancing to the ONTL Geek singles title match, Brittani Tapley by way of TKO, 17-15, your final score. What a match. Yeah, that was a pretty wild match. A few twists and turns in there in the end. Brittani is the one advancing to play Joe. We'll head into our post-match interview, starting with our unfortunate loser today, Eli. Look, man, you had a good lead at around 1. It's just that with Middle Earth, those first 2 questions, both given up for steals, even though you hit the last 3, had that 4-point deficit going into round 3, and DC just didn't swing your way today. So, how you feeling?
I maybe should have picked to choose first because I would have picked MCU, but also in the back of my head, I was thinking if I picked MCU first, she would have probably picked DC. So I really wanted to get Middle Earth off of the board for round 3. Unfortunately, it didn't go my way, especially with a lot of the questions that were asked. Boromir was my first choice over Gimli. Even before you gave me the multiple choice, I was thinking Boromir, but I just didn't feel confident in it, and so started second guessing myself. When we got to the 3-pointer, I was thinking the losers the most, but I didn't feel confident in saying it, so that's why I didn't say it. For that 5-pointer, what was the answer to the 5-pointer?
Oh, sorry, it was swell. It was swell.
Swell. So yeah, 2 words that are very similar to each other: shucks and what swell. So many emotions going right now. But at the end of the day, I'm glad that I was able to at least push Brittani to. I know I didn't push her to answer a question in round 3, but I was able to prove that again. It was really just a 2-point game ultimately at the end of it, or 1-point game. Was it 2-point? Yeah, it was 2-point.
Yeah,
I don't remember.
2.
Yeah, so it was a close game ultimately at the end of the day. So yeah, I'm very happy about that. And sure, the Winter Soldier Civil War will not be happening, but hey, it's okay because at the end of the day, I know Joe's going to be defending his belt, and the Winter Soldiers will still be carrying the gold by the end of the year.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you aren't playing in the singles title match, but you will be playing in the teams title match once this 16-team tournament does come to an end. So we have that to look forward to. You do drop to 3-1. Your single season is most likely, it is most likely over. But we have this little event coming down the line called Trios, and so what are your thoughts on that? And make your best pitch for team captains out there to sort of draft you as their top player.
Well, all I can say to all of the team captains out there, whoever you may be, if you've seen my current run, I am 3-0. I've beaten Jake Mangoni. I beat Alex. I beat Tyler Birch, and I was able to get into a number 1 contendership match. If prove otherwise, that I deserve to be on your team. So that's all I can say. Look at my work. Sure, I didn't do my best in this match, but leading up to this, I had one heck of a run. So it's up to you now.
Absolutely. Well, hey, you did have a heck of a run. You are in a really good spot for not only trios, but for next year as well. So thank you, Eli. We'll definitely see you back for that team's title match some point down the line.
Thank you.
Move on to our victorious winner today, Brittani. You had, that was everything changed after the end of round one. You swept MCU. You had two really good steals off of MCU, and you just had to sit back and do the rest and not even have to worry about it. So really, really strong performance from you altogether. So how you feeling?
Good. I definitely need to up my round one game. I just was feeling really off, like second guessing the Chris O'Donnell and stuff, but I can work on that. Yeah, I was surprised Eli like ballsy move to do that, but I just did a rewatch of MCU, so yeah, I figured I'd do pretty well in it, and yeah, I would have went DC if we went second. Like Middle Earth would have been in round 3, if that makes me feel any better. And yeah, those were tough questions. I thought Leg as well, so like I thought he played great. He's definitely gonna get picked up, I think, for the final thing in the year. And yeah, no, overall, that just got improved on round 1, but pretty happy with how I played.
Yeah, absolutely. So of course you move on to play Joe Fairley for the ONTL singles title, and not only that, but you're stuck in between like a soft place and a soft place, because even if you fail to capture the belt, you'll still be a captain in trios. So you will have numerous opportunities to get a belt this year in singles. So, first thoughts about potentially facing Joe?
Like even though I've already played him and did well in fandom, this is not fandom, and I'm still kind of terrified to play Joe. I think I've lost a little bit playing so much fandom, so I really got to step it up if I want to compete with him. But I do think I can, if things go a certain way, I do think I can give him a run for his money. But yeah, it's Joe, guys. Like, come on.
Like you said, you've been playing fandom so much, but so is he. He hasn't played a Geek match since he took his belt back. So
yeah. So no, I think it'll still be a great match. And like you said, if I lose, this like trio thing sounds like super fun. So I'll be happy either way. Yeah.
So you're definitely in a win-win situation. Brittani, thank you so much. Congrats on your win. And we will see you for that singles title match. All right, Alex, final thoughts on the match?
Yeah, hang tight. Even if you have a less than optimal round 1, you can still turn it around round 2, and then sometimes you might not even be needed for round number 3. You just gotta hang in there, try and play your game best as possible, and just see what happens. I love it.
Yeah, absolutely. I've seen players score like 3 points in round 1 and then end up knocking out their opponent.
Crazy.
Down by like 3 points.
Crazy.
So anything can happen, like we say in rounds 2 and 3. It just came down to that round 2. Brittani, of course, using what she recently studied MCU to sweep that, and then just stole those first 2 Middle Earth questions, and that was pretty much it. But that does it for us here on ONTL Geek for tonight. Come back and check us out for the ONTL Geek singles title between Joe Fairley and Brittani Tapley, which will be coming at you very soon. Don't forget, we still have our 16-team teams tournament going down. 16 teams all vying to face Eli and Joe, the Winter Soldiers, in the teams title match. Check out regular singles, regular teams. We got trios coming up. We got Star Wars coming down the pipeline as well. Lots of exciting stuff going on around here, guys. So for myself, from Eli, from Brittani, I'm going to start that over. For myself, from Alex, from Eli, from Brittani, this has been ONTL Geek. And as always, guys, stay cool.